You ever sit back and realize how different life could be if you just disappeared for 6 months? Like actually disappeared. No texts, no calls, no parties, no Friday night plans, no random chilling with people who aren't on anything real. Just you, your plans, your grind. Think about that. Because here's the thing nobody really tells you. Your friends are holding you back. Not all of them. Maybe not even intentionally, but they are. And until you cut ties, take space, or at least separate yourself mentally, you're going to stay stuck exactly where you are. Let's be real. You've got friends who make jokes when you talk about leveling up. You say you're going to the gym. They laugh. You say you're starting a business. They say, we'll see how long that lasts. You say you're cutting back on partying or junk foods, and suddenly it's, you've changed. Yeah, you've changed. That's the point. But they haven't. And they don't want to. So they want to pull you back to their level. This is what happens when you start to grow. You become uncomfortable for people who have made comfort their identity. People say they want to win, they want to be successful, they want the money, the cars, the lifestyle, but they don't want to lose the people that are in the way of all that. They don't want to feel lonely. But what's more lonely than being surrounded by people and still feeling like no one understands you? You hang out with people you've known for years, since school or college or work, and it's all surface level stuff. Same conversations, same jokes, same habits, and when you go home, deep down, you know none of that is feeding you. You know none of that is pushing you closer to your vision. You just tolerate it because you don't want to be the odd one out. But here's the cold truth, you already are the odd one out. That's why you feel so uncomfortable when you're around them now. You're thinking about progress, you're thinking about the next steps, they're thinking about the next weekend. You're planning your future, they're planning their next dopamine hit. You're waking up early to work on your goals. They're sleeping in and complaining about how life isn't fair. So, you've got to ask yourself, how long are you going to keep watering dead plants? How long are you going to sit at the table where you're the only one bringing value? Friendship isn't supposed to be a prison. It's supposed to be fuel. It's supposed to be iron sharpens iron, not anchors dragging you down every time you try to fly. And I know it's not easy. Cutting off friends feels like betrayal. You feel guilty. You think, what if I'm being selfish? But you've got to start asking, what if I'm just finally choosing myself? Because being loyal to people who are disloyal to your growth is the fastest way to destroy your potential. And don't think loyalty means time. Just because you've known someone for 10 years doesn't mean they've added 10 years of value to your life. Real talk, your energy is your currency. Who you spend it on is an investment. And some of y'all are going broke emotionally, mentally, and spiritually just trying to keep toxic friendships alive, just to avoid the discomfort of sitting alone for a while. But you know what happens when you finally sit alone? You hear yourself. You remember what you actually want. You get clarity. And when you get clarity, the wrong people start to naturally fall off. Let me ask you, when's the last time your circle challenged you? I'm not talking about people who gas you up when you post something. I'm talking about people who tell you, that's good, but you can do better. People who say, yo, I see you slacking lately. What's going on? People who don't let you make excuses because That's what real friends do. Real friends don't just watch you lose, they hold you accountable. They help you grow, even when it's uncomfortable. But most people aren't used to that. Most people are surrounded by enablers, friends who encourage their bad habits, their self doubt, their mediocrity. And when you try to break out of that, suddenly you're acting brand new. Good, you are brand new. That's the goal. If you're the same person you were last year, that's not loyalty, that's stagnation. So you've got to choose comfort or growth, familiarity or greatness. You can't have both. Your old life and your new life can't coexist. And your old friends and your new goals might not either. That's not hate, that is just facts. And look, sometimes it's not even that they're bad people. Sometimes it's just the season is over. You were both on the same path for a while, but now your roads are splitting. And that's okay. Some people aren't meant to go the whole way with you. Some people were just part of the foundation. But you're building something taller now. And you can't build a skyscraper with the blueprint of a shack. So don't be afraid to outgrow people. Don't be afraid to spend Friday night alone. Don't be afraid to stop texting back. If it's draining you, if it's distracting you, if it's dulling your edge, it's not love, it's not loyalty, it's sabotage. Intentional or not, it's blocking you. And the longer you ignore it, the longer you stay stuck. You've got dreams, man. You've got vision. You've got things you've seen in your mind that are so crazy, so ambitious. People wouldn't even believe it if you told them. So why would you waste that energy explaining yourself to people who've already shown you that they're not even trying to grow? You don't need approval. You don't need validation. You don't need anyone to get it. All you need is execution. All you need is focus. All you need is consistency. And you can't get that when you're constantly surrounded by noise, the gossip, the complaints, the jokes, the distractions. That's noise. And you can't hear purpose when your life is full of it. So clean house. Audit your circle. Ask yourself, does this person make me sharper? Do they challenge me? Do they inspire me? Or do they just kill my time and drain energy? Are we building or just bonding over boredom? Because every second you spend trying to keep small minded people happy is a second you're not investing in your future. And the truth is, they'll be fine. They'll find someone else to chill with, to drink with, to complain to. But you've got work to do. You've got levels to reach. You've got a legacy to build. So don't be scared to walk alone. The right people will meet you on the path. And when they do, you realize just how heavy these old friendships really were. You'll feel lighter, you'll move faster, you'll breathe better. Because when you stop watering dead things, your whole life starts to grow. So, yeah, your friends might be holding you back, but you don't have to let them. Cut ties, take space, choose you, then lock in. Get disciplined, build, evolve, and watch what happens when you stop looking side to side and start moving straight ahead. Because the version of you've been dreaming about, he's not in that group chat. He's not at that party. He's not wasting time trying to fit in. He's out there, focused, alone, dangerous, and free.